What is up, YouTube? Back. Been a long time coming. Back with another YouTube video. Oh man. Oh man. I've been gone for a minute. Really just focusing on my relationship with Christ. You know, trying to get better mentally. So, yeah, man. YouTube is not, more important than my spiritual relationship with Christ. So I've been putting music, videos and stuff on the back burner, just really trying to get closer to my family, which is my wife and my kids. So, excuse me for eating chips, because y'all be tripping on YouTube. Oh well. So, first things first. Why I don't smoke or drink anymore? Because I used to. So, I've been actually smoking for years. I've been drinking for years. I was smoking and drinking since I was probably like at least 14. And right now I'm 28, so yeah, man. It's been a very long time. So whole time I've been, trying to figure out, like, as I got older and as I, you know, started praying and, asking for forgiveness. I've been trying to figure out if, like, certain things is right or wrong. So, you know, I can't necessarily say specific scriptures right offhand on why I stopped smoking. But, if you study the word and, you'll figure it out. But the reason why I don't do a lot of things is because not only have I had, I guess it was meant for me to, get on the right track, because I understand that it's either good or evil. Well, holy or evil. Cause you could think you good, but you're not holy. So, I started smoking because I was in a, as growing up, you get in a curiosity state. You feel me? And you're curious of, cause I had people smoking around me, like my mama was smoking. So I had her influence. But it wasn't like she was the first person that smoked with me. So she was, it went, all right, I know she ain't want me to smoke. I know she didn't. But, you know, I ended up picking it up. Well, and again, excuse me for the tip. So unprofessional. But I'm hungry. Food getting cooked because I just came from the gym. So, boom. So, my mama used to smoke. Family on my mama's side used to smoke. My dad's girlfriends, most of them smoke. You know what I'm saying? So, family smoke, cousins smoke. So, it's always around me. I grew up, I was the one that was the virgin, wasn't smoking. But see, then I started getting influenced. And I started doing stuff that wasn't right. You know what I mean? So I started masturbating. Then eventually I started smoking and started drinking. So as I got older, you know, the more and more I prayed to Christ, I feel like Christ must have seen that he seriously wanted to change. You feel what I'm saying? So I started going through experiences. For years, I probably haven't been smoking going on 3 years right now. So even though like 3 years ago I was putting out music videos and stuff like that, I would quit and then I go through something or I mess up something, I go back to masturbating and then I start back smoking. Or I start drinking and then I start back smoking. So I started going through spiritual situations to whereas, you know, I'm feeling fingers rub my back and it's not my wife, and that happened to me twice. One time she was in the room, and the second time it happened, I was in the house by myself. Felt like one time I seen the spirit, cause we was on our way back to Indiana, cause that's where we're from. We're from Gary, Indiana. Then, okay, that stopped. So I remember one time she was in the military. When she was in the military, she had friends in the military. I'm not gonna say no names or cause y'all wouldn't know them anyway, but you know, I'm not really trying to get nobody in trouble. She had friends in the military. They was smoking. So, well, they girl was smoking. Cause it was a, you know, married couple, guy and the girl. So his wife was smoking. So boom. I look in their house, they had little pagan books and stuff like that. So it just stuck with me. And then after that, after I smoked with her, I had smoked a dab. I done smoked dabs before, I think. But I done smoked some gas before. Like, I've been smoking for years. So it wasn't even that strong, but I was fake, you know what I mean? Faking like it was like it was just so serious. So boom. She was the type that was like making, you know, mixtures with certain not even drugs, but like she was basically, if I look at it from the book she was having, like books on witchcraft, or I can't remember exactly the name of the book, but she had one of them pagan books. Because they didn't believe in Christ. They believed in paganism. So she was probably mixing some stuff up and putting it in the dab. And why I say that, I know, because she was saying it like, I make my own little mixtures and woo out the bam. So I'm like, okay, woo. I ain't thinking too much of it. So, and that was probably like, this particular incident was probably like 4 years ago. So boom, I hit it. I didn't really feel like I was like buku high, you feel me? So, but after that, I couldn't smoke no more. For some reason, like, After that, I couldn't go outside. So, cause I couldn't breathe. And it was the summertime at the time in Virginia, like it get real hot in the summer, you feel me? Like South heat, you feel me? And I'm from Indiana, so I go outside, can't breathe. Like my wife used to have to go get my cigars, weed, all that. She used to have to, you feel me? So I'm like, all right. She was getting out the military, so cause she just didn't want to do it no more. So I stopped smoking. I started reading the Bible. Eventually, I could walk this far, then I could walk this far. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to walk further and further and further. You feel me? So I had quit. Then again, like I said, we was going through so much that I'm not gonna speak on in this video, but I ended up drinking. I ended up starting back to drink, and this was the last time, which was probably like 3 years ago. Well, going on 3 years. But I say, man, I'm like, man, if I'm drinking, you know how the flesh be, man. I'm like, man, if I'm drinking, I might as well go ahead and smoke. So I started back smoking. You feel me? Oh, boom. Started back smoking. But instead of cigars, because I had acid reflux, then I found out that smoking the tobacco cigars was giving me acid reflux. So, boom. Stopped smoking a cigar, I was smoking joints. Now, since I've been in Virginia, I was smoking so much to where the point when I go to sleep, I be waking up out my sleep like, oh, because I be feeling like I'm about to die, like I'm slipping off the edge or something. So, I had so many moments that was happening, and then I have to go by the window. When I go by the window, I could breathe, calm down, I'm straight. So, yeah, man. And I wasn't late because it was a point in time that I was getting drug tested. Only thing that kept coming up, you know, when you having certain drug tests, they testing you for all drugs. So it wasn't no fentanyl or nothing. It was really just spiritually my time to stop. So the last time I was smoking, which again, it was like 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. I'm smoking. I'm going from Virginia to Indiana to get weed because what I was paying out here, I thought it was kind of stupid. So we ride all the way to Gary, that area, Indianapolis, Indiana, to get some weed, come back. But we was also doing it for our kids as well, like taking them out there. So buy some weed. Then I stopped doing that. Then I went back to my weed man out here. Buying ounces, smoking ounces. Now, me and my weed man out here, our relationship went A1 all the time. Cause he wanted me to spend money. And sometimes I $50 him, $50 him. But when I bought an ounce from him, he was like, oh, he could buy an ounce. So why you ain't buying ounces? That's how his body language was. So I'm like, that started getting, everything happened right on time. Because the last time I smoked, I had made a video, I was in the bathroom. Don't even care about the title or nothing right now. I think it was the video saying that the time I went to hell. So, imagine when I had the dream about going to hell, I was good for like almost a year, like not masturbating, not smoking, but I was drinking wine. You feel me? And I'm gonna lead on into that. I went back to the crib at that time, and I was cold. I wasn't smoking or nothing until I went back to Indiana. Went to my mama's house, and then I started back smoking. And she was looking at me like, you don't have to smoke. You feel me? So yeah, you feel me? I had a dream at my mama's house that I woke up and I was in hell. No cap. So okay, boom. Now we fast forwarding to about 3 years ago. The last time I smoked, I made a video. I was in the bathroom about the experience going to hell. So around that time, I'm smoking, but then I kept, when you smoke, you start to think about things and you start to visualize things sometimes in your mind, like your conscious come to the front. So your subconscious, I'm gonna say that your subconscious mind comes to the forefront, and you start thinking about things differently. So I'm listening to and Geno Jennings, the preacher, no cap, my right hand to Jesus Christ, and he'll talk about certain things, and I don't know why around that time I was just watching him heavy, because like I said, the reason why I keep listening to Geno Jennings is because when she got out the military, like I was lost in the sauce, like I had to get right, and I started really, trying to get out of sin for real, you feel me? Because, in the Bible, Christ say, you feel me, to know Christ is to not sin. You feel what I'm saying? So to be born again is to not sin. You see what I'm saying? That's not saying that you ain't gonna slip up. You feel me? But it's the committing of habitual sin, which is the practicing sin, which is repeating it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Is what's gonna get you sent to hell. You feel what I'm saying? So boom. Lately, I haven't been masturbating. I haven't been drinking. I drunk some wine a couple weeks ago. But I'm like, man, after this, man, I'm done. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't do it no more. You feel me? So I was just telling my wife, like, I'm starting to get convicted about it. You feel me? Like, to the point that it's making me, go and say, like, I don't want to drink anymore. I can't do this no more. You feel me? So, I forgot where I was, but oh yeah, the reason why I don't smoke, you feel me? And see, my memory, like I could remember what I was talking about, and stuff like that. So long story short, the last time I smoked, I had rolled a fat joint, you feel me? And I was thinking, like, man, I'm not finna smoke no more, you feel me? Like, oh, I'm done with this. So, cause I kept thinking when I was sitting in the bathroom alone by myself, I was sitting there thinking, like, I just kept seeing myself cause I used to have a jar of weed, and I was just throw it. That's what I kept thinking about. Like, I kept thinking it. Every time I blazed up, this thought just keep coming to my head. So I'm like, tomorrow, when I get done smoking this tomorrow, man, I went, took the jar, put it in the grass, bro. Then go back for it or nothing. You feel me? I'm like, man, I can't do it no more, bro. So it's not like I don't have weed dreams that I'm smoking weed and all that, cause I do. You feel me? I have them more frequently now, because I'm trying to quit everything cold turkey. You feel me? So I speak about lust a lot because that was one of my biggest issues. So, me masturbating, lust is the root of that. So I've been talking about that a lot because I've been dealing with that for years. You feel me? Because I was molested. Uh-huh. By daycare, a female, grew up family, all type of stuff. So, uh, guess what? Those things happened to me didn't make me no better. You feel me what I'm saying? Because, you know, I started doing stuff that I ain't had no business doing. So, weed, alcohol. The reason why I stopped drinking alcohol, though, and because through the word, I was feeling like, you know, even sipping wine, like, when Christ passed that cup around, folk, they weren't sitting there like, we finna chug this mug. You remember? We finna drink a whole cup of wine. It was, they sipped or just enough, you know, like, probably like a medicine cap sip. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. And the amount of wine you need for your stomach is not a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't need 2 cups of wine for my stomach. So, you know, long story short, yo, them substances is connected to sin, to your sin. You feel me? Because I remember times I masturbate and be, you know, coming down from that, and then I would drink. And then I would continue to masturbate. So, you know, like I say, it ain't for me. I don't know if I'm helping somebody, but in my eyes, it's sin. Because it's connected to your sin. You know, you don't what you need to drink for, what you need to smoke for. Um, I hope this video really helps somebody. You know, I could go into so many stories and experiences that I've had with drinking and smoking. I go all night, you know, cause I'm 28 years old, but I could talk on this all night. You know, smoking is killing you as well. You feel me? Because your lungs was made to breathe air. That's why God put air in you. He breathe air in you. He ain't breathe weed smoke in you. So again, these days people like to take stuff out of context. What I heard in the Bible. Well, it's ways you could look up things in the Bible. Now, the only thing is if you contradict yourself, or if you don't, or if you take out of context what is written. So, don't smoke, don't drink, trying to stay on the right path to not masturbate, and that's been going good. So, again, smoking, if you gotta think like, man, it's good, it's right. 9 times out of 10 is not. Because you're doing a lot of damage to your lungs. It's not about your liver, this, that. You're doing a lot of brain damage and you're doing a lot of lung damage. And also your heart. So, my grandma died. She used to smoke. You know, they say crack, and she was smoking weed. And you know, I could tell she hated that I smoked, but it was almost like she couldn't really do too much because she did. She died of congestive heart failure. she couldn't breathe. And like I said, I started growing up smoking, and then it started happening to me. So, but before she left, she got her faith right. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? With Christ. I think at one point in time before she left, she probably stopped all the medicine that they was giving her. Cause I remember this picture that I saw of her. Cause she had to walk around with an oxygen tank. She didn't have the oxygen tank, so I'm like, you know. But yeah, man. So now I've been just really just trying to get right for real. For my family, for me, for the Lord. So I just hope this reach somebody, you feel me? I hope y'all be patient with me, you feel me, with the music and the videos, but we trying to run it up and it's not really, you know. If I look some type of way in my eyes, I'm tired. Cause again, I just came from the gym, worked out real hard, you feel me? So I don't get high, you feel me? I've been there, done that. I'm 28. Like, I'm not 15 no more. I'm not 21. You feel me? So, a lot of stuff just got to stop. And, like I said, I was tired of the coughing, tired of not being able to breathe, tired of, can't eat certain things because I had acid reflux. So, I'm puking up everything. You feel me? Losing teeth, all type of stupid stuff. You feel me? That I'm going through because I want to look cool, be cool with everybody. Man, I remember one time I had got high with a friend, quote unquote. We smoking. Boy, I couldn't even stand up. You feel what I'm saying? So, again, what the world makes popular is not popular amongst Christ. Drugs are popular amongst, you feel me? Now all of a sudden. At first, weed was condemned and now it's accepted because they see the direction that weed can take you. You feel me? So, it's a drug. THC is the drug. Mm-hmm. Come on. Aspirin is made from a plant. Cocaine is made from a plant. You feel what I'm saying? The base is a plant. You feel me? So, tobacco is a plant, bro. Like, nigga be like, it's natural. Tobacco gives so many people cancer. No, it's what they put in it. No, but the tobacco is still the base that's holding it all together. So, your lungs is not for smoking, bro. Your lungs is for breathing. Your liver, it's hard for your liver to process, your liver and your kidneys to process and filter out alcohol. So, man, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't for everybody, man. Christ ain't for everybody. Christ will come for us all, but all of us don't want to accept the truth. You feel what I'm saying? It's too hard for some of us to accept the truth. And with that said, like I said, smoking and drinking is linked to your sin. So you want to stop. If you smoke and drink, you want to stop sinning, then you gotta stop the substance abuse. And I hope this ain't go over y'all heads. You feel me? I hope those who get it get it. Those who don't. You feel me? But video 30 minutes long. I done said all I can about it, man. So, peace. Oh, and when you working out, you ain't gonna gain as much. You feel me? So, you trying to run, you ain't gonna be able to run because you're out of breath. Um, you know, so